In this video, we are going to see how to search tweets from specific users containing a certain word or hashtag. So let's say that you have certain influencers whom you are following and you have an event. So you want that every time this list of influencers or followers, they post something related to that particular event, then automatically the information about the tweet should be saved in any of the spreadsheet, let's say Google Sheet. How can you do that? For this, you will have to set up some integration between Twitter and Google Sheets, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application would be Twitter, where the event would be new tweet list, and your action application would be Google Sheets, where the event would be add new row. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate the entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two tabs, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab, sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and yes, at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in. And here we have reached the all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. So let's click on this, and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is that let's say there is an event and I want that I have got a list of people in my Twitter where every time somebody has posted a tweet with some specific hashtag or a specific phrase that I'm looking for, then that particular tweet should be added with the details in my Google Sheet. So I'm going to name it as search tweets from a specific user containing a certain word, phrase or hashtag. So now I'm going to click on create. So as I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, and action is do this. Action here is the response of our trigger application. So every time there is a tweet in that particular list with a particular hashtag, then automatically what will happen? The information of that tweet will go to my Google Sheet. So my trigger application here would be Twitter. Let's click on this. And now the trigger event. So this is the event that will make my workflow start. So here I'm going to look for new tweet in list. So this triggers when a new tweet in a specific list you choose is tweeted. So let's click on this. Now here on the right hand side, you can see that this trigger will check for new data in every 10 minutes, which basically means that this trigger application has a polling time of 10 minutes. This workflow is going to run after every 10 minutes to fetch for new data. So now I'm going to click on connect. As soon as I do that, here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Twitter account. Now to set up this connection, I'm going to select add new connection and then connect with Twitter. Here Pabbly Connect is asking for authorization. So let's authorize the app. So once this is done, here we can see that the authorization has been successful. Now here we have to provide the list ID. So I'm going to take you to my Twitter account. So this is my Twitter account, and here you can see lists. So I'm going to show you this. So this is the list that I have created, and here in this list, as I edit to show you the members, let's click on manage members. These are the members that I have. Now I'm going to go back. So this is just a demo list. So I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and yes, the name of the list is Pabbly Connect, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So as soon as I do that, the last tweet that has been posted by one of the members on my list would be received here in the API response. So here you can see that I have received it from Ashirai824. So as I take you down, here we have the profile image URL. Then again, we have the information about the location. And then as I take you down, so this is the description of my user. Then this user was created when, so we have the information there, and then we have the full text, which is a quote. So a quote has been posted, so that is why we have received this full text. And then again, as I take you down, here is the information of when this post was created. So once we have received this information, my next objective is that the details of this particular tweet should be added in my Google Sheet. But before that, we have to put a filter to know that yes, this particular tweet contains a specific hashtag that we are looking for. So here I'm going to look for a filter. Now this is a feature by Pabbly. And here I'm going to go to my first step Twitter, and here I'm going to go and look for the text that has been posted there. So this is the full text. I'm going to select this, and now here you can see that it is a quote. So let's say that every time one of these members have posted a quote, then that particular quote, the information of that tweet should be there in my Google Sheet. So I'm going to make it contains. So the tweet should contain, let's say, a quote. Okay, now I'm putting an or condition, which means that again I'm going to look for the full text here, and this thing should contain maybe a hashtag which has a quote. So you can put as many hashtags or phrases as you want. Now let's click on save and send test request. So here you can see that we have received the condition and it is saying that it is a success. It is true. Why? Because the tweet that has been posted contains a quote. Now what is my next objective? My next objective is that I wish to save this information in my Google Sheet. So here I'm going to look for Google Sheets, and the action event here would be to add new row. Let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Google Sheets account. I'm going to select add new connection, then sign in with Google. And here we have to choose the account with which we have created the Google Sheet. So once we have done that, here we have to provide the access. Let's click on continue. And here you can see that the authorization has been successful. So once done, this means that Pabbly Connect is now connected with Google Sheets. And now here we have to select this information. Basically here we have to select the name of the spreadsheet. So this is the spreadsheet that I've already created. The name of the spreadsheet is tweets with quotes, and the name of the sheet is sheet 1. Here I've got 3 column fields: username, tweet description, and status creation date. So taking you back to Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to select the spreadsheet which is tweets with quotes. Now since there was only one sheet within the spreadsheet, so it has already been captured by the system. Now comes the username. So I'm going to map this data. Mapping basically means that I already have this information in my previous step. I'm just going to retrieve it here. So as I click on this, I'll get the previous steps. So I'll go to Twitter, and then here I'm going to look for the name. So this is the screen name. And then as I take you down, the tweet description. So here I'm going to look for full text. So this is my tweet description. And then we have the status creation date. Now if I take you back, so here you can see that we have received the response of the date at which this tweet was created, but this is not in a general format. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an action step, which is a feature by Pabbly known as date time formatter. I'm going to click on this, and here the action event would be to format date with time zone. Let's click on connect. So if you wish to have the time zone, you can go for it. If you only want to have the date, you can go for format date only. So once this is connected, here we have to map this information. So the date I'm looking for is created, and this is the date. Next is from format. So this is exactly in the same format. To format. So here I'm going to look for this one where we have date, month, year, and then we have the time as well. Now the time zone. So here we are going to look for UTC. So it is from UTC to Asia, Kolkata. Done. Let's click on save and send test request. So here we have received the date. Now once we have received this, I'm going to go back, and here in Google Sheets I'm going to refresh this connection quickly, going ahead with the select existing connection. So now if I go down, here we have the spreadsheet, then we have the sheet name. Now I'm going to once again write the name of my user. So as I write name, here we have the screen name. Then we have the tweet description. So I'm going to look for full text here. This is my tweet description. And then we have the status creation date. For this, I'm going to go to step 3, and this is the status creation date and time. Let's click on save and send test request. So as I do that, here we have received the API response, which basically means that this information is now a part of my Google Sheet. Let's go and check that out. And yes, here you can see that this is now a part of my Google Sheet. I'm going to wrap this information to show you the complete thing. So this basically means that our integration process is a success, but we also need to check this in real time. So if I take you to my Twitter account and show you the list. So let's say that I have got these 4 members over here. So let's say that this time this particular member has posted something. So now I'm going to close this. So let's say the new tweet is a new quote by Mahatma Gandhi, and it is be the change you want to see in the world. Okay, so this is the tweet. Now let's say that I wish to add an image. So I'm going to click on this, and this is the image that I wish to add. Once done, I'm going to click on tweet. So as soon as we do that, here we can see that your tweet was sent, and this is my tweet. So as soon as we have tweeted this, so my tweet contains the word, the phrase quote. So what should happen? Automatically, the information about this tweet should become a part of my Google Sheet. But if I take you back, so here you can see that this particular application has a polling time of 10 minutes. So now we are supposed to wait for 10 minutes so that the information can become a part of our Google Sheet. So it's been 10 minutes now. So let me take you back to Google Sheet, and yes, here you can see that we have received the desired response, which basically means that this integration process is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand the entire process. So here our first trigger application was Twitter, where the event was new tweet in list. Once done, we had chosen a feature by Pabbly which was filter, and so that our workflow can be executed with certain conditions. Once this was done, then finally our action application was Google Sheets, where the event was add new row. Here, just to format the time, we had chosen another feature by Pabbly which was date time formatter, and here the event was format date with the time zone. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. In case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any particular integration that you wish to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.